RushMoreRick, and today we are reacting to the horrible truth about female artists. Let's tap in.
You know, female artists have a problem. Actually, 5 problems to be exact. Problem number 1 is that all of the talented artists are always over-sexualizing themselves. What I call horny bait. See, for some reason, it's such a big trend nowadays.
Horny baiting, that's a term.
For every single female artist to just not have clothes on. Sexy Red, SZA, Glorilla, Meg Thee Stallion, any artist that you can name, even to the pop artists, don't like clothes no more. It's like they're allergic. And in all reality, we all know why they're doing this. Here's the thing though, like you don't need to do that to get me to listen to your music.
But you do, because it's a lot of, I ain't gonna say it's a lot of, I'm sure it is, but it's a lot of women who make good, decently good, subjectively good music according to their fan bases, who don't portray themselves in a over-sexualized manner, but they don't get the same plays as the hood chicks, as the Sexy Reds, the Lottos, the Meg Thee Stallions, the Cardi B's, simply because the Ice Spices, simply because they're not raunchy enough, they're not sexualizing themselves enough. It's just the game. That's how you play it.
Especially if you're SZA, I would have listened to it regardless. I mean, look at the past.
Like even SZA, for example, because I wasn't sure if she was always like this, but look at her now. She's starting to go down that path, kind of.
Legends of yesterday. Lauryn Hill, Erykah Badu, Aaliyah, Missy Elliott, Young Ma. I mean, okay,
Young Ma is crazy.
Is a little bit different, but you get what I'm trying to say. None of them needed to do this back in the day to get where they wanted to be. They were just talented and they worked hard. This is why I respect people like Pink Pantheress, Billie Eilish, hell, even Dope.
Yes, and there's some Billie Eilish. She don't do it because she literally does the exact opposite because she doesn't want herself to be sexualized, so she wears the weird outfits, what people say weird, or the extremely baggy and oversized clothes because she wants to keep her body hidden, you know. But she makes great music, so if you really do make great music, the people will find you regardless of what you're wearing. But in that industry, especially with women, sex sells. It's the name of the game. So a lot of women know, oh, okay, I can't bring in 100% of my fan base in with my music, but I have a body, or I can pay for a body. Let me work both angles.
Doechii before she started wilding out, I'm not gonna lie. They worked hard, made good music, and got where they wanted to be while still respecting their morals. But I will say, them debating is granting success for them temporarily. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but like, it feels like female artists are like at the top of the game right now. Before you say that's crazy, I mean, look at pop right now. It's not a question. R&B, in my opinion, not a question. Country, nobody cares about that. But rap, especially female rappers, on top of the game. And again, before you disagree, hear me out. Besides Drake, Kendrick, and Cardi, no other male rapper is really doing they shit bigger than these female rappers. They're all basically controlling our screens right now. You really can't scroll on the internet without seeing their face at least one time a day. They're taking over, but not because of their music, because they're just stripping. They're shaking their ass, popping they shit, and talking about how many STDs they have. And we're eating this shit up.
No, sir.
Like I said earlier, even though this is benefiting the game right now, it's inevitably killing female music. Because now,
it's killing music in general, because like you said, the biggest artists right now, you got Drake. He forgot The Weeknd. The Weeknd is pretty big. You got Drake, you got Kendrick, you got Cardi because he just dropped. You got The Weeknd, he just dropped. It's not a lot of activity. Like music in general kind of has been dying. I don't know what it is, but it's been dying lately. And that with the I'm not saying the death of music, but with the slow decline of music, that opens the lanes up for other people. And if he being honest, he is telling the truth. It's a lot of women who are sticking their foot in the door, and they're kind of holding the rap game up right now. But the ways that they're doing is going about, it's just making it less about the product of music. Like, subjectively, is your music good or not? Not, is your music video good? Not, are you shaking enough ass in the video? Not, are you bouncing titties in the video? Is your music good? Because that's what stands the test of time. The visual fades. It always fades. People don't always remember those early 2000s music videos, but they remember the songs. They remember the songs. Swag Surf, Soulja Boy. I can't tell you how the Soulja Boy music video went from point A to point B to point C, but I can tell you that's a good ass song, because songs will stand the test of time, not images. The images is just for the now.
they like it or not, most of these female artists are being looked at as strippers and not artists. And if you think that's a wild statement, just go watch a Sexy Red music video. You'll quickly change your mind. Or even a Tate McCree video or a SZA video. It doesn't matter what genre it is. They're all doing the same thing. It's very weird. I don't care what y'all say about, oh, they're being progressive about their bodies. No, that's not being progressive about your body. Being progressive about your body is respecting your body enough to not show it to everybody. Why can't I listen?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people, they blur those lines between body positivity and then like over sexualizing yourself. It's good to be positive about your body, but you don't, they trying to corner a market of horny young people, of horny young men, not even young people, horny young men. It's women that tap into these that's not indulgent, but they're locked in with the content of it, but they're trying to corner the market of over sexualized young men.
Listen to your music without seeing you naked. That's very telling about what you value about yourself. And again, I'm not gay. I like women, and I'm not gonna lie, my
facts
eyes like seeing. But at the same time, it's too much. What happened to modesty, bro? Like, yo, if you're finna make music, I'm not saying you gotta be fully clothed all the time, but at the same time, focus on your music, not just your sex appeal. It's weird, but that's just what a lot of female music has just resorted to. Not all, but a good amount, which is actually my second,
a great amount,
problem with this whole thing. It's too horny. I'm not finna lie, it's getting to a point where with certain artists, all they talk about is sex. Oh, my poom poom is this, I suck like that. It's weird. And I know men rappers be doing the same thing, and their video will come because there's a lot of things I don't like about men rap. But it feels like with female rap, it's just the only thing y'all talk about. I'm not even talking about rap at this point. Listen to a lot of Sabrina Carpenter's music. It's just like, what happened to the old love pop songs and romance pop songs we had back in 2010? Now all y'all want to do is be sluts, and it's weird. Especially when a lot of y'all know y'all have a kid audience, yet y'all really don't care. Especially like Sabrina Carpenter. Like, you're a Disney princess, whatever. You had such a layup of an opportunity to just make cool, chill music, yet you decided to do this sexy, degenerate, horny stuff. And while you have full right to make that type of music, at the same time, you didn't need to. Like, she literally went trending because every single concert she did, when she performed her song Juno, she always did a sex position. Why are we doing that? Hell, I seen a clip of somebody bringing a whole bed on stage and basically dry humping in front of a crowd of 40,000 people. It's getting to a point where it's just annoying. What happened to art, man? Like, what happened to true art? But I feel like the reason why they're doing this is because they seen the untalented rappers and artists doing this and succeeding. So now they're putting talent on top of that and they're succeeding. But at the same time, this right here is a big problem at itself, which is why this is thing number 3. Untalented artists are blowing up just because they free base. Sexy Red, Ice Spice, Ruby Rose, Iggy is
now. Oh, some of these could be an exception, because I feel like, honestly, as over sexualized as Sexy Red is, she makes music for a certain demographic that just is catchy as shit. Like, even some of the men will tell you her music is generally catchy. Lotto, her music is genuinely catchy. Ice Spice, some of her early shit was genuinely catchy. Iggy Azalea, I never got into that. And hold on, let's see who else he named.
Azalea, Cardi B
shit, genuinely catchy. Like, I remember when I didn't discover Cardi B, but I know my mom would listen to her a lot, and I'm like, who is this? And it wasn't always sexual, because like, it was her favorite song by Cardi B was "Be Careful with Me," and some parts in there probably was a little crazy, tweaked out, freaked out, but they make some catchy songs for the most part.
And yes, Ruby Rose is actually a rapper. The fact that you don't know that proves my point exactly. This has become such a popular trend. These artists shaking their ass, releasing a single or two, and just calling that a day. Literally the Ice Spice method and the Sexy Red method, I'm not finna lie. And both of them blowing up like they did really did shape the future of the female artist game. I mean, Ice Spice literally blew up because she had a fat ass. That's it. That was the reason. It wasn't because she could rap, because, I mean, let's be honest here. It wasn't because she could dress. I mean, she used to wear jumpsuits and tracksuits until she stole her best friend's style. All it was is that she had a fat ass, she was light-skinned, and she had a little signature twerk little move. And what really confirmed that is that when she lost her ass, she lost all of her fan base too. It was hating on her, like, bro, get the weight back. We need the thick thigh. Plus, when she stopped twerking, people actually had to listen to her music, and once they did, they realized it wasn't all of that. So she fell off, and you didn't hear about her for months. Until suddenly, a couple weeks ago, she got it all back. We don't care about her music, we care about her. And this one factor is what's really changing the game right now. The same thing for Sexy Red. Although I will say she does actually have a fan base for her music. I mean, all she talks about is hoe shit, but the hoes love it. So I mean, hey. Plus, I'm not gonna lie.
That's what I'm saying. She's cornering a market that she, you know what I'm saying? She got that shit on lock. Yeah, I don't think it's nobody in the game better than her right now in her genre and her lane. She's the best. She's leading it. And as long as she got that shit, you know what I'm saying, locked in, she gonna be up for a while.
You play her music at a party, it does fit the vibe. He's really portraying a bad image of black women, and because of her antics and because labels push her so much, she's honestly the biggest female rapper in the game right now. The thing that these two people have in common is that they care way more about their image, which in my opinion is the fourth problem.
I don't think Sexy Red do care about her image like that. Because as ghetto as shit as she is, she's one of the most authentic artists, which makes people listen to her more. And they don't just care about the music, they care about Sexy Red the person, because they can see themselves in her. They see the ghetto tendencies that she has, and they can relate to her, which makes her music even more listenable to some people. I'm telling you.
With female rap. You know what, let me clarify. I don't actually think this is a problem. It's honestly a good thing. I mean, artists aren't just musicians, they're also personalities too. A lot of the appeal to the music they're making is who they are. I mean, for instance, Future's music wouldn't be good if it wasn't Future. Childish Gambino couldn't make a Future song and it do well. At the same time, Future couldn't make a Childish Gambino song and it do well. Things would call him corny and just weird or quirky, but at the same time, that's what Childish Gambino is. That's why people like him. Same thing applies all the way around. If Sabrina Carpenter made a Red song, well, people probably wouldn't be surprised because she's basically doing that same thing anyway. But let's say if Billie Eilish dropped a song like that, people will be like, yo, Billie, what are you doing? Because that's just not her persona. That's not her.
Nah, Billie can't flop. If Billie wanted to make a Sexy Red song, that shit fuck around. She fuck around because she already got her own market herself with the whole, like, it's like a little emo goth singing vibe shit that she got going on. And she's number one in her lane. But I think she could easily go up to top 5 because, like I said, music is so open right now. It's so open. It's only a select few people dominating their genres. She could easily be top 5, top 3 in that Sexy Red category if she wanted to.
Character that you get what I'm trying to say at this point, right? Okay, here's the problem though. Mastering your image is cool, but you need to have the music to back it up. And this has always been a law of music for forever, but suddenly it's changed. Now you don't have to make good music and you can still be popular and make money because of social media. Prime example besides Sexy and Ice Spice is Blueface and Krishan Rock. 2 years ago, before they got arrested, they were making millions off of just ratchet, toxic characters. I mean, you couldn't go anywhere without seeing their faces. During that time, they made music too, and even though it wasn't that good, they made a lot of money off of it because they had a lot of attention on their names. That whole process is what a lot of female artists are doing. They're selling the image, becoming an influencer, and then selling the music as a side part. They don't really care how the music sounds. I mean, they can sell the music because they're such polarizing characters that people are just bound to tune in. Again, I don't think it's a bad thing, but it is killing the art. Nobody cares about their music because we know it's going to be mid anyways. We just care about what they're doing to entertain us. It's killing the art of music in general, but especially for female artists because most of the time they use their bodies to get your attention instead of being funny or creative like male rappers oftentimes have to do. Pretty sure a lot of these artists are really cool people that can probably garner an audience just off of them being themselves. I mean, I remember seeing a Glorilla interview with Speedy. Even when they go on people like Kai Cenat stream, you kind of see the artist's personality, and most of the time they're pretty cool people. Even Sexy Red, I think she's probably a very cool person to be around. Even though I don't agree with her antics that she be doing, I have to admit that. You don't have to be a sex addict to get views in that way. You can just be yourself, because them doing that is also ruining.
But that's like, what if that's their self? You saying you don't got to be this to get the views, just be yourself. But I feel like she's being herself. I feel like the
game for everybody else who's actually talented, who's not willing to do that. And because they're not willing to do that, for some reason labels won't push it, which is actually theme number 5. The actually talented artists aren't being pushed. There's a lot of good female artists out here that aren't willing to slut themselves out for fame, that get overlooked. Like, I've been seeing this artist Raven Lene popping off recently. She makes really good music, she's very talented, but I just hope she doesn't go down that route. Not that she's showing any signs of going down that route. I just really wanted to talk about that and say that I knew about her first and y'all didn't know about her before y'all. But I feel like we as people need to start
shit, bro, trying to be I put niggas on. I hate niggas like that.
Supporting women who make good music that's not always sexual. Let's support art, not just because we're missing a lot of art nowadays, and it feels like nobody wants to even try, because what's the point? It's easier just to make slop. You don't got to go down that route if you want to be successful. Don't sell your soul for instant fame. Work hard, grind, and it will come over time, and it will be way better than you can ever imagine. Just look at Billie Eilish, look at Pink Panthers, and even look at Raven Lene. Thank y'all for watching the video. Follow my Twitch if you want to hear more topics like this, and follow my Instagram if you want to stalk.
Yeah, follow the bro, follow the bro. I don't know. Music entirely is in a weird state, but at the same time, the name of the game, especially in female music, is sex sells. Especially in today's society, it's even more true than ever before. It's always been like that, but it's even more true now because a lot of people are just fucking horny in the brain. Like, I don't know what it is. I can't explain it, but just like society is over sexualized every single thing, and like it's in the music now. And he brings up this point where the art in the music is missing, but at the same time, a lot of people's brains can't handle art in music nowadays. It can't handle that same vibe, that slow pace in the music that it was how it was back then. You know what I'm saying? The people's brains right now are so cooked where it has to be, as the song has to be catchy, or the video has to be catchy, or it has to have these different, you know, that TikTok latch, that TikTok click. Can this song, a lot of songs, can this go viral on TikTok? If it can, let's push this song. If it can't, then 9 times out of 10, labels is not even going to push that type of music. But that was another video today. The horrible truth about female artists. Make sure y'all like, comment, and sub on the video. It's your boy RushMoreRick, and I'm out. Deuces.